Okay. So, welcome back to Forza Horizon 6. We're back with another video. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently for these Forza Horizon Decade events. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to, every time I lock a car, I think we should, give a little bit of history of it. See how this car does, like give it a little test drive, see how it does. And, just do a little race, see how the car actually does in the race. Even if it's even suitable. And then I think maybe we'll upgrade this thing. And then we'll do like a, a non-test version and a test version. And we'll see like, what's better. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So, starting off, we have the... What's this car? We have the TVR Speed 12 Celera, whatever the fuck it's called. Right, what's the car? Yes, we have Celera Speed 12. Oh, you can't see it. By the way, I didn't upgrade this, by the way. So, we have the Celera Speed 12 1998 TVR. Now, let me go into a little... Now, let me go about it. Let me go into a little bit history about the TVR 1998 Celera Speed 12. In the mid-1990s, the McLaren F1 was an undisputed king of all automotive world. But a small, unhinged British sports car company named TVR decided they wanted the crown. Their goal was simple, but insane. Build a car that would win the top-tier GT1 class at the 24 hours of Le Mans, and simultaneously become the fastest road-legal production car on the planet. They called it the Project 712, which eventually became the Celera Speed 12. To beat the McLaren, TVR needed power, lots of it. And here's a crazy fun fact about how they got it. TVR engineers literally just took two of their existing straight six racing engines and welded them together to create a monstrous 7.7 liter V12. When the engineers went to test the road car's engine to see how much horsepower it made, they hooked it up to a dyno rated for 1,000 horsepower. The engine was so violently powerful that the raw torque actually snapped the dyno steel input shaft in half. They had to test each bank of 6 cylinders separately, eventually calculating that the car made around 960 horsepower. In a car that weighed less than a Mazda Miata. So, did it actually beat the McLaren and win Le Mans? No, it failed them both. Before the TVR could get in the race to the Le Mans, and FIA suddenly changed. Before it could get into the race to Le Mans, FIA suddenly changed the rules for GT1 racing, making the Speed 12 instantly obsolete. They were forced to race in it, a lower, slower class where it suffered from constant reliability reliability issues. But what about the road car? TVR actually took deposits from wealthy buyers, promising them a 240 mile per hour hypercar. But in the year 2000, TVR owner, a man named Peter Wheeler, who was a veteran racing driver himself, took the finished prototype home for a test drive. He came back to a factory the very next morning, terrified. Keep in mind, this car almost 1,000 horsepower going to the rear wheels with a manual gearbox, no anti-brakes, no traction control, road declared, the car unsuitable for the road, and it was simply too dangerous to sell to the public. He personally canceled the entire project and refunded every single customer's deposit. It never beat the McLaren, and it never won the Le Mans. But by terrifying its creator, into banning it from existence, the Speed 12 secured its legacy as one of the most mythical, terrifying beasts in automotive history, known as the Banned Beast. So, wasn't that a good story? Wasn't that good? Wasn't that good? Alright, now as you can tell, when I'm driving this thing, as you can tell, I can't even like get this thing straight. Like, imagine how much, wait, hold on. It had no stability control, so imagine no stability control, no stability control, no traction, and no abs. This thing's a fucking piece of work. Look. No, we have no traction control on this thing. And look how it's doing. Like, this thing might as well be a drift car. I can't even like get this thing straight. Like, bro. Alright, here we go. There we go. Like, bro, I can't even like drive this thing. It's, holy shoot, it's too insane. Like, imagine how the dude who drove this back had to deal with this thing. Like, you can't even drive this. Hold on, oops, that's not what I was supposed to press. But yeah, you can't even drive this crap, bro. Holy shoot. Like, god damn, bro. What the fudge? I mean, it's a little stay on off-road. Oh no, I take it back. Stop. I can't even like bring this thing up. But trust me, this thing has horsepower. Like, did you see the acceleration on this thing? Oh my gosh. Watch the acceleration. Watch the acceleration. Oh my gosh. Wait, come on. I mean, hey, it can drift though. Look, I can't even drift in this thing. Like, what the fudge? Like, this car is too crazy. Way too freaking crazy. I can't even keep this thing under control. Like, god dang, bro. I'm not putting this thing on the track, bro. I'm not putting this thing on the track. Like, there's no point in racing. We gotta upgrade this thing now and see if we can get a little bit of like control out of this car. Because I'm not sensing no control from this thing. No control, no control. So I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna upgrade this time. Gonna go to our house, upgrade this bad boy, and see where we get. Will it be better? Will it be goated? I don't know. What the hell am I saying? I'm just yapping at this point. Now, as you can see, we have upgraded the TVR Celera Speed 12. Yep, upgraded this thing, and as you can tell, I added a little bit of decal. Yes, I did take it from another person. Shout out to them. But I took the decal. Looks fire, man. Looks fire. And I can't wait to test this thing in a freaking race. Holy shit, because this is going to be pretty insane. Again, this car has no traction control, no stability. How would this thing even do in a race? I can tell you. I can tell you this, we're definitely not winning this damn race. But if you look at this acceleration though, well, I upgraded now, but if you saw that acceleration when I was there, that acceleration was crazy. Let's do a little race. Let's do a little race. Alright, here we are. We're at the race. Now again, the goal isn't to win. The goal is just to see how this car does in a race. We're not trying to win, we're just experimenting. That's all we're doing. Let's see how this acceleration does, bro. This is a car that was... See, do you see that acceleration? Well, I upgraded now, but... Hey, this car is a lot more steady now. Wait, I don't think I changed the traction. I don't think I removed the traction control. Did I put traction control on? I don't think I did. Okay, you see, it's a little more stable now. I can't imagine going with that car in a race. It's a little more stable. I think maybe I should have raced it in this event without the upgrade to see how it does, because I'm definitely not winning this damn race with that upgrade. But don't worry, with the we still have 2 more vehicles after this. We can still test drive. As you can tell, I'm already winning. By the way, this thing has no traction control. I don't think it does. Is there a way to check? I don't think there is. No. Yeah, there's no way. I think once you're in, you're in. But oh shoot, this thing has no traction control. I think okay. There we go. This spin out. This spin. Okay. Don't worry, we got this. We can still get. Oh my gosh. We can still ace this, but what was I saying again? Yeah, this thing has no. I don't think this thing has any traction control, but it's doing pretty good with. Besides no traction control, we're doing decently good. I think we might win this. We might win. Slow down a little bit. So we're gonna win. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process, man. Trust the process. All right. So the TVR did pretty good. I mean, it was just when it came to those really like those tight corners, it couldn't really get it. It couldn't get it. Like if it was like a straightaway, like a straight race, like that race, the TVR definitely has a chance. But I mean, now again, I did upgrade this thing. I don't even know that the original TVR couldn't even handle that race. We would be last place if we were. We'll be last. And by the way, there's no traction control on this thing, so the fact how I'm controlling this is pretty good. I mean, there was a lot to it, but yes, it's still rear-wheel drive, and this car is quite the beast. There was a lot put into this car. The car has enormous history. I mean, this car had to try to be a McLaren, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, that is probably the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all in the next race, or the next car show, the next car review, I should say. But don't worry, just because I've been gone for a little week, I've been playing this game called Wuthering Waves. I was trying to really complete it so I can play the Cyberpunk edition. I mean, I could have done it, but my gacha system got into me, and it wanted to do all the exploration, which I was like, what are you doing, Jeremiah? We have other stuff to do. And I was like, you're right, we do. I could have done it later, but again, my gacha shit kicked in, and I had to do it. I had to. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope y'all enjoyed.